Hello children, welcome to your maths class. So let's start today's our class with a new topic, that is factors and multiples. Okay, this is your another chapter. Topic is factors and multiples. So children, we have already discussed about our operations, division, multiplication. Yes. So suppose I am taking one number 15. Okay, I am dividing by 3. Yes, so what we can put here? 3 5s are 15. Yes, so remainder is 0. So if you will divide 15 by 5, then 5 3s are 15. Here also remainder 0. Yes, so from this two, what you are observing? So 15 is same here, yes or no? But we are dividing here by 3, here by 5. If you are dividing by 3, we are getting here quotient as 5. But if you are dividing by 5, we are getting here quotient 3. So from this, you can see, if you are multiplying 3 into 5 equal to 15, and if you are multiplying these two, 5 into 3 equal to also 15. Yes or no? So that means this is one property. Do you remember or not? This is your order property. You can change the order. Here 3 into 5, but here 5 into 3. You can change the order, but the product is same. Okay. So that means from this multiplication and division both are related to each other. Like this today's our topic, factors and multiples both are related to each other. How? I am explaining here. See, here 15 in both the cases are same. Okay, that means 3 and 5 both are related to 15. Yes or no? If I am writing here like this 15, then 3 is one member, 5 is one member. You can multiply 3 into 5 equal to 15. 5 into 3 equal to 15. Whatever you can write, but 15 is same. That means if we will take like your personal thing, suppose 15 is your mother having 2 kids. Yes or no? So this kid and this kid, there is no difference. For mother, both the kids are same. So like this, 15 is here, is playing the role as your multiple. Okay. And these two kids, you can write, these are factors. Okay. So these two members or these two kids are the factors of 15. Yes or no? And 15 is the multiple of these two factors. So factor and multiple both are related to each other. This is our general thing. So come to the topic, how to know the definition of factors and multiples. Okay, today's topic is our factors and multiples. So let's start from the factor. Okay, so when you will say it's a factor, when a number divides another number exactly or completely. You can say exactly or completely. Then the divisor is called the factor of the dividend. Okay, you can say here divisor and quotient. Divisor and quotient are called the factors of dividend. Okay. Just now I explained by dividing 15 by 3 or 15 by 5. So 15, if we are dividing by 3, then we are getting 5. Okay. If we are dividing 15 by 5, we are getting 3. Yes or no? So here 15 is your dividend. Yes or no? So if this one is divisor, this one is quotient. Clear? If this one will be divisor, then this one will be quotient. Yes. So that means these two are called the factors of this 15 of dividend. Okay. So definition is when a number divides another number exactly or completely. This is exactly divisible. 15 is completely divisible by 5. So that we are getting 3 as quotient and remainder 0. Completely divisible means what? When we are getting the remainder 0. Yes. So if we are dividing 15 by 3, we are getting 5 as quotient. So here 15 is dividend means this is called your multiple of these two factors. And these two factors are the factor of 15. So factors and multiples are related with each other. Okay. So one more example, if I'll ask children that 12. Here we are dividing 12 by 2. This is your dividend, this is your divisor. We are dividing by 2. So how much we will get as quotient? 6. Yes or no? So 2 6 are 12. If we are dividing 12 by 6, we are getting 2. 6 2s are 12. 2 6 are 6 2s are. Both are same thing because we are getting the number or product that is same 12. Okay. So these two are called factors of 12 and 12 is called the multiple of these two factors. Okay. So now the turn we will discuss the properties. Properties of factors and properties of multiples. Number 1 properties. One by one we will discuss. So one more thing, suppose one number I am taking, that is your 20. If the question is asking write the factors of 20. Okay. So this number is given and we have to find out the factors. So how to find out factors? We have to see 20 we can divide completely by which number? Yes. So we will start from 1 because if we are dividing 20 by 1, then 1 2s are 2, 0, 1 0s are 0. We are getting remainder 0, that means it is completely divisible. Yes or no? So here 1 into 20 equal to 20. 1 20s are 20, 21s are also 20. That means these two are factors of 20. Okay. If we are dividing by 2, so what we are getting? 2 1s are 2, 0. That means 2 into 10 also we are getting 20. 2 10s are 20, 10 2s are 20. Yes. Then 20 is divisible by 3. We have already discussed the rules. No, it is not divisible by 3. Then come to 4. 4 into 5 equal to 20. That means 4 5s are 20. 5 4s are also 20. Okay. Then any more? No. So that means from this we can say that 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. All these are factors of 20. Okay. So this is factors of 20, and one thing you can mark here, it's starting from 1 and ending with number itself. Okay. So you have to remember this. What are the properties that we are going to discuss? It's starting from 1 to 20. Number 1 properties is that 1 is a factor of every number. Yes, if we will calculate factors of 15, 15 if we will divide by 1, it is divisible. 1 15s are 15, 15 1s are also 15. So 1 is considered as 15. Okay. Then it is not divisible by 2, that means 2 is not a factor. Then 3 5s are 15, yes or no? So 3 is a factor, 5 is a factor. Okay. And after that it is again come to 15. That means 1 15s are 15, 15 1s are 15, 3 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15. Here also you can see it's starting from 1 and ends with number itself. Clear? So number 1 property, 1 is a factor of every number. Why 1? Because every number is divisible by 1. Okay. So this is your number 1 property. Number 2, every non-zero number is a factor of itself. Non-zero number means what? Leaving 0, rest all are called non-zero numbers. So every non-zero number is a factor of itself. 20 is a factor of 20. 15 is a factor of 15. 100 is a factor of 100. So every non-zero number is factor of itself. 1 is compulsory, means 1 is a factor of every number, and number itself also, that is factors of every non-zero number. Okay. So this is 2 properties. Now come to properties 3. A factor of a non-zero number. Properties 3. A factor of every non-zero number is less than or equal to the number. What is this? A factor of every non-zero number is less than or equal to. See from here, we are calculating factors of 20 or factors of 15 or whatever you can take. It is always, factors are always less than or equal to that number. We cannot proceed beyond that number. See, 20 means 20 is last. It's equal to or less than. All these are less than to 20. Yes or no? So according to property, a factor of every non-zero number is less than or equal to that number. Clear? So this is your properties 3. If we will take factors of 10. 1 is a factor. Now children, next is 2, because 10 is divisible by 2. Then 5, 2 5s are 10, 5 2s are 10. Then number itself. Okay, this is the last factor of 10 because it either less or equal to that number. Okay, this is your third property. Next one, 1 is the only number having only one factor. 1 is a number having only one factor. Yes or no? But 2, how many factor? 1 is a factor, number itself is a factor. Yes or no? So 1 is only number which is having only one factor. Then every non-zero number other than 1 has at least 2 factors. Has at least 2 factors, either 1 or no. Means 2 factors means 1 and number itself is compulsory, that is minimum. Okay. After that so many factors if it is there, but leaving 1, minimum 2 factors each number is having. Then last one, every non-zero number is a factor of 0. Okay. So this is all about your properties of factor. Next class children, we will proceed with the properties of multiplication.